I used to hate seeing pictures of happy couples. After my divorce, as one might expect, I was a bit jaded. I was a bit upset. I was a bit bitter. And so if I saw a picture of a happy couple or if I heard of somebody getting married, I just started to feel bad, right? I was basically comparing myself to them or comparing my situation to theirs. And I was feeling bad about myself and my situation as a result of that. And so at the gym today, I was thinking about this in relation to the gym and how it goes back to relationships. So at the gym, I'm tempted sometimes to look at the person next to me, either in a class or if I'm doing weights or something like that, and compare myself to them, right? I'm tempted to look at them, but I know that if I do that, one of two things is going to happen. One, if I'm doing better than them or maybe lifting heavier weights or something like that, I might then start to think good about myself and might start to think, oh, look at how good I'm doing. Look at what I'm doing, right? On the other hand, if I'm doing less weights than them, I might just start feel bad about myself. I might start thinking, oh man, I'm weak. I'm not as strong as them. I'm never going to get there. Look at them. They're so fit. They're so fast. They're so muscular. I'm never going to get to that point, right? So either way, it's not a good thing for me to compare myself to them. You've heard the saying, comparison is the thief of joy, right? There are reasonable explanations why that person might be doing better than me or might be doing so-called worse than me. Maybe if they're lifting lighter weights, it's because they recently had knee surgery or they're recovering from an illness or they just started exercising and I've been exercising for years. Maybe if they're doing better than me, it's because they're in the gym every single day, which I am not, and they're putting in the work and they're reaping the rewards of that, which is a good thing. And so it might be good in those situations to look to that person and for me to say, hey, I want to get there one day. Let me see what they've done. Let me see how they've gotten there. So to put this back into relationships, and when I would look at those pictures of the happy couples, instead of having the perspective of woe is me and I don't have that and feeling bad about myself or bad about yourself, if that is your situation, I want you to change your perspective and use it as a fuel. Use it just as inspiration. It doesn't have to make you feel less than or feel worse about yourself or your situation, right? But you can use it as inspiration for how can I get to where those people are? If I want to be in a great relationship like they seem to have, how can I get there? Let me ask them what steps they've taken so that they can be in this good relationship. Let me see what heartache have they gone through that they had to learn from that got them there, because it's all in the perspective, right? We might be missing some of the hard lessons that they had to go through to get to where they are today. However, we can always learn from them. And that's why I use my story as being a divorced woman, finding the man of my dreams, because I want to help you learn how you can get there too.